Hi there, I'm Dr. C.J. Martin of Dr. C.J. Martin's Health Clinic and Pharmacy, located just off of 80 near Flatwoods. We offer chem stems, homemade simples, and have more medicinals you can fit in a whisk big hole.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back. So today I want to show you guys something that maybe will revive your Fallout 76 spirit, so to speak, if you haven't really played the game that much, or maybe you've been taking a big break from the game, or maybe you're just getting back into it, or maybe you're even someone that hasn't even touched the game. Maybe you're still on Fallout 4 or the previous other Fallout games, and you're just looking in to the window of Fallout 76, and you're just wondering if it's even worth playing. This person right here is someone that I'm going to show you. He's a part of a large community of people that just come together and they want to make the wasteland great. They want to keep it going, and it definitely brings longevity. So I have a bunch of clips about him to show you guys, and I feel like just seeing the spirit that is, you know, involved around him and the community that he leads, really, it honestly might make you want to get into the game and maybe even add him and be a part of his movement. So I did an interview sort of thing with him, and he goes over a whole speech of what his initiative, I guess, would be. I don't know. So check this out, guys. It might be a long video. I'm not exactly sure yet. But hopefully you seeing, you know, what this guy has to say, hopefully his charisma will keep you around, and maybe even you guys could add him. This is on the PlayStation 4 if you want to add him, and if you want to be a part of this community, definitely go ahead and check him out, and do some trading with him and the whole community that's going on there, because it definitely will keep you around. That's what I believe, at least. So here you go, guys. Without further ado, here is Dr. C.J. Martin.
Hi there, I'm Dr. C.J. Martin. This is Dr. C.J. Martin's Health Clinic and Pharmacy. Well, you got the little Christmas wave. Well, hey there. It sure has been a while. We got all types of varmints.
Doc, it's you.
It is me. Hey.
Whoa!
Well,
I was exploring your base the other day. What's up, dude? That's awesome. The clinic.
Thank you. Yep. Dr. C.J. Martin's Health Clinic and Pharmacy.
Hey.
The highest rated medical facility
You
this
remember
side
me?
of Shenandoah.
Look. I
Oh,
was
yep.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Because we're not about caps, we're about community. And so what we try to do is find people starting up businesses and stuff like that. And I love the spoon. I love the whole idea of the spoon. So I will do what I can to try to help you get that back.
I'm thinking about opening up a bar this time.
Oh, a bar? A lot of people want to open up the bar this time. I have a little Irish girl that works for me that wants to open up a bar on weekend. They have a bar on weekends. She's my pharmacist, and so she wants it little Irish because she's a little Irish kid.
Yeah, but I might open up another restaurant. I just don't know where to start, really.
There's a lot. There's a lot of potential out there for a lot of things. So I can get you in contact with some other restaurateurs.
You look like a pedo with that stash. Oh, hey, Harley, this is my friend that I was telling you about, Doc.
Oh, yeah.
Hi there, I'm Dr. C.J. Martin of Dr. C.J. Martin's Health Clinic and Pharmacy, located just off of 80 near Flatwoods. We offer chem stems, homemade simples, and have more medicinals you can fit in a whisk big hole.
Oh, shit.
You know, if you got a second after this here shindig, we can hop on down there to the clinic and you can check it on out. It is, like I said, the highest rated medical facility in the side of Shenandoah. If you do not believe me, go on Facebook, check out our 5 out of 5 rating, as well as see some of our sale ads which we throw out every month. We also put out a couple coupons every couple weeks, so look it up, Dr. C.J. Martin's Health Clinic and Pharmacy. Not only that, there's a couple commercials we throw out there. We like making commercials and advertising all over the place, doing viral ads. You know, we try to keep our prices lower than a lot lizard standards, because really what we want to do is make sure that we get all of our chems out to every one of you, and make sure we get it out there so you guys don't got to worry about the grind, and instead you can have all the time you want to kill all the queens and legendary punts and all that you want.
I think this guy's trying to buy something from you, Doc.
Oh, geez, Louise, I do apologize. I just get caught up in my whole sales pitch. And so now there are bars opening up. One good friend of mine who's my neighbor now, she lives over across the creek, Minnie, she opened up a bar. She's a real entrepreneur because now she's opening up a strip club up in the north part of the forest. And we got Big, who opened up Big Eats. It's like a dive bar. We just got all kinds of little businesses popping up here and there. That are just more than that. You know, I saw someone open up. There's an auto shop that you can actually place your camp down and actually have the whole building. And so they turned it into an actual like Power Armor auto shop. So yeah. Oh well, people are finally embracing the idea that this game is bigger than what they told us it was. That we get to actually do, as they said, and rebuild America. You know, that's one of the big things we have at Dr. C.J. Martin's Health Clinic Pharmacy is that vision. So many people have jumped onto my team and decided to help me out. We go out farming every day, going ridiculous places. Because an NPC like me, I should probably never be in half the places I am, but I really am. Everybody just all evacuated. Here, you should come on down to the clinic. It's just over this hill.
Wait, you moved?
No, we're still right across from the overseer's camp. Yeah, we do about 700 transactions a week, and that's just to individuals. We sell to about 7 different factions at this point, and are their sole proprietors of chems and stems. Dishing out at least, we did the numbers today, it's almost about 10,000 units a week.
Wow, that's insane, Doc.
Well, yeah, in stuff that we just farm, I have a guy that literally all he does all day long is he loves killing them darn ticks. And that's what he does. He kills ticks all day long and produces thousands and thousands of stem packs for us. We got farmers that go out into Watoga and grab all the digestive fluids and stuff like that. I guess it's over 2 hills, but just doing all kinds of things because people are starting to see my vision, the ideas in which I have, how this community can be so much stronger as long as we all work together to do something bigger than just build a camp. But if you build a whole community out of that camp, well, then you're doing just as you were supposed to do when they designed the whole shindig. You know, yeah. It's sorry, my speed demon, I run a little fast. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay.
You let me. Hey, Wonder, when you get up there to search genes, let me know. I will personally, out of my own pocket, take care of your mutations.
You don't have to do that.
Oh, you know what? Your spoon inspired so much for me. And that changed the whole ball field. Oh, I don't mind. I don't mind at all. I missed you, kid.
You're gonna make me cry, Doc.
But you know what? And don't you worry about the spoon. Being now the #1 chems dealer in all of Appalachia, I'm not worried about getting some plans for you if you need it.
Hello.
I would love to have you back in business at all. Hi there. I'm Dr. C.J. Martin, Dr. C.J. Martin's Health Clinic and Pharmacy. Actually, oh my gosh, you're level 2. Are you a mule or are you a blue?
What?
See, if you didn't understand that question, that means you, sir, are a blue. That means you're fresh out the vault. If you hold up just a second, I'm going to pop a poke here on the ground. I'm going to fill it up with some chem stems, homemade simples, just a couple of samplings of things we offer over Dr. C.J. Martin's Health Clinic and Pharmacy right across the creek over there. We are the highest rated medical facility this side of Shenandoah.
He's so confused.
I have no idea what I'm witnessing.
Oh, here.
What you're witnessing right now is the only real full-time NPC in this game. That would be me, Dr. C.J. Martin.
He's our doc. He's the best doc in Appalachia. 5 out of 5-star ratings.
That's right, 5 out of 5 there on Facebook. Let's get you a couple disease cures. That's real important to you, especially out here early on. Last thing you want to get is some rad worms in places you don't want to find them. Get you some healing salves.
Work, 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 work,
I'll
work.
tell you what, since you're being such a good patient, I'll go ahead and throw some candy in there. I used to be a pediatrician, so it's kind of old habits die hard kind of thing.
Doc.
We'll toss you a couple Mentats here as well. Let's see, help you out as much as we can. And I know it can be real difficult out here in the West. You just need a little bit of time to relax. Usually I use these to make my great Mentats, but I'm gonna toss a whiskey in there for you. That'll just help you out. Toss you a couple stim packs, and we do offer stim packs, Radaways, and Radexes, all in all the different doses. So that way you know that you can get it in whichever way you need it. And then when you get up there to higher levels, if you decide that you want to go ahead and get more than your mama gave you and get some mutations on you, we'll go ahead and we can pop on down here. We put a guarantee on every single mutation in which we sell. So that way, if anything were to happen, you have an oopsie, and next thing you know, you got an arm growing where you should have had a leg. Well, don't worry. You pop on down here, Doc C.J. Martin's Health Clinic Pharmacy. We'll get you all hooked up. We'll restore the serums when we already sold you at our cost, because we just want to make sure that you end up leaving our place as happy and healthy as a polecat in a hen house.
Okay.
I love you, Doc. Oh my god.
All right, Blue. I'm gonna go ahead and drop this poke here at my feet. There it is, right there.
Alright.
A poke, if you're unaware of, is the Appalachian term for a paper bag.
Okay. Halloween candy, oh my god.
Well, yeah, like I said, you know, I used to be the pediatrician, so old habits die hard whenever I'm dealing with patients. Hey there.
What's up?
I'm just heading back to my pharmacy. So I think we've expanded a little bit since December.
I like how you have like the little. Aw, Doc.
Welcome to Dr. C.J. Martin's Health Clinic and Pharmacy. Oh, I'm sorry about that. It's a little fidgety. Let me get over here. Let me give you the tour, girl. Get over here. Let me get you the tour. So actually, we do actually. So this right here, this is our lobby. As you can see, we actually do have a secretary. We have two. They're part-time though. They come in after school. They sit down. They'll greet customers as they go through rushes. Make sure that lines are orderly. All that. It's pretty cool to watch on a Friday night whenever we actually have like 15 customers lining out the door. Half the server is just my customers, and my secretary is having them sit down, having them wait until it's their turn to go on up. My pharmacist will be back there cooking goods, because I have a pharmacist that actually makes meds while I'm selling meds, so we are always in supply. My supply chain manager grabs all the stuff from the farmers, hops to the server, brings in the stuff, drops it in a bag, runs the heck out, gets some more ticks and all the different supplies. It's pretty interesting to watch. So then back on through here, of course, we got that cafeteria. I think we had this the last time you were here, but now I think we got the eat-a-tron. Now I can't wait for these vending machines. It's gonna be a lifesaver for me. I'm putting that in there with some snack cakes and some new colas. Anyway, then back here we have our my main office and our outpatient area. Now that we've had time to get to understand serums and all the different chems and stems, I actually do consultations with new players that may not necessarily understand what's going to work best for their build, because we actually sat and done the science. I've gone over to Dirt Track and we've actually built contraptions so we can actually record, study, measure, and actually get down to the actual brass tacks of how serums and how different chems work on you and your chem or your perk cards and all that. We just try to have all that knowledge so that our customers and so that our clients and so that all of Appalachia, they get a little bit of that pre-war knowledge on our post-war world. So then yep, back here now. So now I saw this is where you can't come in here. This is a lab. You don't want to contaminate nothing. Next thing you know, you are the father. See the sign? See the sign? But yeah, so right here, this is our pharmacy counter. So whenever somebody comes on over and they want to buy some things, what I'm going to go ahead and do, and I'll just pop that on. Next thing you know, boom, Doc's your pharmacist. And then, well, actually, here I'll give you Alice the extended tour since it's been so darn long. Get on here. So since I do have 10 full-time employees, we actually built an employees lounge for them.
Oh wow.
Yeah, they got a little smoking area in the back here. They got
wow, you just locked the door on me. Oh man.
Well, why were you getting in the lab? I said it was exclusive to her. No. But it's great. There's a boutique owner. That's the other business that really popped up. We have a boutique owner. We have a hotel owner. All here in the forest. We all operate in a big community of vendors here in the forest. And but she donated to us the boutique lady donated to us the colored uniforms for the asylum. So I have nurses running around in the clean red and the clean blue and the clean green dresses. It's so nice. They're not all on the server on the game right now. All right. So anyway, this is our surgical room, complete with an observation window, so they can watch your innards become your outwards.
Oh.
We even actually got a light here. See, well, if you're laying down, you're not laying down. We actually turn it from blue to red so that they know whether or not surgery is being performed. And then those standard treatment rooms, they're back here like they were before, you know, so your whole team can rest up, do all that. And then back here we added our mental wellness rehabilitation. I know you saw the commercial, but our mental wellness and rehabilitation facility. We offer group therapy, individualized counseling. Maybe we all sit down and I'll have to ask you a question like, now, show me on the Mr. Fuzzy where he touched you.
Oh no.
And then, of course, back here, let's say you get a little befoozled and addled, we'll go ahead and put you back in this here room. Oh, you gonna demonstrate? That's great. And you just can't get that. Oh, you got right out. So yeah, it's
Here,
our
I'll
little.
be an example.
Oh, there we go. And we'll just go ahead and shut that door, and now there's two of you in there. And you know, until you find yourself mentally ripe as rain and rearing to go, we'll just leave you on in there. Oh, and one more thing. It actually has not been in any of the commercials, but it's been one of the upcoming commercials about our mutations and our serums and our radiology department. We don't just heal your minds and your bodies, but also your hearts. Here at West Virginia's finest mineral baths. You actually hop in there and get no rads. Yep, you hop in there and you get no rads. You can get your significant other, maybe sit down, have a nice evening at the spa, and oh jeez. and just enjoy the sights and the sounds of the forest. Well, go ahead. Hey, I tell you what, just pop through the rad shower real quick. We'll get you all cleaned up.
Oh my god, Doc.
Back inside. Come on back inside to the main area.
I'm inside.
All right, right here through the rad shower.
Yeah.
There you go. Get you all cleaned up.
Thank you.
I'm so glad to have you
Doc.
back. You know, there's so few vendors from, you know, the early days still around.
Yeah.
Because of what happened to a lot of them, because of how a lot of them got a lot of their goods. And, you know, it was a time when nobody expected that to really happen. And it was what it was.
Players.
They did.
They did. I think they also banned Super.
They did. Oh, Super got a ban, yeah, like an instant one.
Yeah. Yeah, I know.
You know, I mean, I was very lucky that I realized what was going on, and so I think you were the only one that I got things from, and I only got them in one or two at a time.
Yeah. Well,
So, but that's why everything we produce now here at Dr. C.J. Martin's Health Clinic Pharmacy, it's all organic. We grow it, we farm it. Our guys go out all day long. I have a guy that probably spends like 8 hours a day killing ticks, and he has it down to the numbers that he can produce 1,000 and 1,500 ticks. He can kill, so he can make about 1,500 or about 2,000 stim packs in 2 hours.
Wow.
Yeah, he has it down to a darn science. He's the head of my supply chain, because we have farmers under him. I have my pharmacist, and she manages this whole thing. Once she gets on, she manages our front end here counter, our front end secretaries, and all of that. And I've ended up almost taking a step back most of the time, and actually I'm in more of an administrative role. It's become an actual whole company. It's kind of cool. And I'm happy about it. So I'll be on for a little bit longer here. I got to get myself ready for a convention this weekend.
Woo! But Doc, I gotta get off for a little bit because I gotta go to the grocery store.
No, that's fine. I'm so glad to see you. I wanted to pop and see you last night. I tried to pop into your server, but then my wife needed me to get off, and so I got off. And I'm like, oh man, I wanted to see you, but I'm so glad to see you. I'm glad you came back. I really am. You know, and here. I want you to go
you've got a visitor.
Oh, do I? Oh. Hi there. Welcome to Dr. C.J. Martin's Health Clinic and Pharmacy, the highest rated medical facility this side of the Shenandoah. Tell you what, you're level 5. Let me get you something here.
Alright, bye Doc.
Stay safe.
Bye, Alice.
Bye.
Alright, there you go. Here, I'm going to go ahead and drop a poke here at the ground. It's going to contain something that I think will be very beneficial to you, especially at your low level, when dealing with walking through water or maybe traversing a very hazardous area.
Alrighty.
You go ahead and you take that right there in the bag, the poke.
Ah,
Right there.
very nice.
Because, you know, we're not here about caps, we're here about community. That's why we like giving some things out to our low-level players, because we understand the struggle it can be, you know, to be out there alone. And we just want to show you that there's a lot of camaraderie and that people are willing to help. You just got to ask, you know. I mean, don't be looking for handouts, but maybe looking for teammates. And people are
No,
always
but
help out.
do you take donations as I increase in level and find things
you know
that
what?
I don't necessarily need?
We always accept donations, because every donation that goes to us means we may be able to lower our prices for a week or something like that. And if our prices are lower, that means that our customers can get more. And if our customers can get more, that means they have less grind. And if they have less grind, they have more game time, they have more fun. And that's going to make them and encourage them to keep coming back and coming back and coming back to Appalachia. Because if they do that, their friends are going to see they keep doing that, and then they're going to want to get on the game. It's the only way we can build a strong community, because we got a really bad start with this thing. But the only way we can pull it all back and make it all better again is if we rally together as a community and show everyone out there that there's a lot more to this game than those 40 hours solo players got.
Yeah, no, completely. So how does one go about donating to you?
Well, first thing you want to do, of course, is go ahead and you go ahead and send me a friend invite. That way you'd always know when the good doctor's on. That's going to be your first step, because it's always good to have here in Appalachia an NPC PCP available ASAP with a VTUMD. So,
Outstanding.
you then,
'Cause
once
I
you
know
get that,
as I
you
ahead.
come on down here. You can drop it off in a bag. You know, just let me know that you're dropping something off. You know, the real community has rallied around this place in many occasions where we've had an inventory went up and gone. Like an entire warehouse of ours was gone in a day. Or we had an incident where we were unable to keep the clinic open because of reasons such as disc breaking. And the community rallied behind me, and actually, next thing I know, PSN codes for $5 this and $5 that started popping up on my thing, so that I could have the digital copy, so that I could come back here and service all of y'all here in Appalachia. It's amazing how the community can rally behind something if you show the community how good they can actually be.
Well, it's not often people have time to dedicate to this. I mean, you'll encounter folks randomly that want to contribute, but it's hard to find something that is sustained. So,
Well,
good
you know,
on
that's
you
the thing.
for
I've been a
for putting that
full-on
together.
NPC since the day I got the game. That was back on Thanksgiving Day was the day I got it, and it was fun. Well, I ordered it Thanksgiving Day, and then I couldn't wait till the order came in, so I went and rented it. So I had it the next day. But actually, that morning, that day on Thanksgiving Day, my kids wanted to go to Berkeley Springs, so we actually went to Berkeley Springs. I myself am from the Appalachian Mountains. So for this place, for me, this really is, you know, almost heaven.
Yeah, well, I've got family from Morgantown, and I currently live just south of you down in North Carolina. So.
Is that okay? Yeah. Okay. Up there by the state border there in Morgantown, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's funny how this map is oriented, because I'm like, Grafton is to the south of Morgantown. Technically, Grafton's where Pittsburgh is, but that's okay. We're not going to judge. Because I think when representing the towns, they did a beautiful job. A beautiful job of representing how these towns are, how the culture within the town created each town. Each town has a very unique look to it, but that's exactly the look in which each of these little towns in Appalachia look. So I love it. I think for me, it's nostalgic walking through these forests right here, doing my runs, doing my farming, because this is what I did as a kid. As a little boy, I would walk up and down these valleys and go through these mountains. Me and my brothers and sisters got lost once. We didn't know there were bears in the mountain, but there were bears apparently. We were lost for a whole day up there. You know, there's just so much to this, and they really caught the spirit of West Virginia, and I was so happy that they did it that way.
Well, very cool. I like what you're doing here.
Well, you know, it's not just me. Remember, I have 10 full-time employees that actually come in here every day. We farm, we craft, We do everything we can to keep our prices low so that players can have the means to play and not worry about grind.
Outstanding. Well, I'll put together a friend request here. I have not done this. I'm on PS4 before, so I'll figure it out.
So here's going to be the simplest way you do it. You go ahead and hit that options menu,
Yeah.
and then you hit R1 for social, right?
Ah, yeah.
You go over to recent. You go down to King of D20. Okay.
Yeah, there you are.
On the recent, and you go ahead and you can send me a friend request right through there.
And all right, looks like it's sent.
Right.
No message attached to it, but there you go.
I got it. Oh, I just got it. I get so many of these a day. It's so funny because I'm actually on Facebook too. You can go on Dr. C.J. Martin's Health Clinic and Pharmacy. We have commercials on there. We have weekly coupons that go out. We have sales every month that last the whole month through. Like right now, we have all of our Radaway is 2 for $10, and all of our healing salves are buy one get one. So and just all different kinds of stuff like that. So you go on in there and go on Facebook, check us out. You know, give us a like, maybe recommend us. We got a 5 out of 5 rating, which is pretty good when you're sitting on the internet, right? And you have thousands of people watching you. So I think we're doing pretty good. I hope we're doing pretty good. We really are. But really, in the end, you know, it's really just about helping the community.
What's the Facebook page called?
Go to Dr. C.J. Martin's Health Clinic and Pharmacy. Thank you.
From a donation point of view, you take anything that has to do with med or pharmacy, yeah?
Yeah. Any chems, antiseptic, plastic, steel. We take we'll take things like any ingredients like fire cap, blood leaf, glowing resin. You know, all the way up to flux, which flux is a harder thing. That's an end game kind of thing, but. You know, people are like, I got so much, I don't know what to do with it, and they toss it our way, because that helps us with serums, which helps us with mutations, which is real important to us, because, you know, we want to make sure people are able to play their build the way they want to play it, and to buy it from within the game, a mutation can cost you thousands and thousands of caps, when from us it's only 250 caps for mutation. And each of them comes with a guarantee. Dr. C.J. Martin Health Clinic Pharmacy's guarantee on all mutations is that if anything were to happen to the serums in which to the mutations from the serums in which we sell you, let's say you accidentally took off your starch genes and all of a sudden they went away, or let's say, oh man, Bethesda ruined it again with this patch and now you had to remove it. You come on down here, we'll replace it for free. You hold on to it until you're ready to put it back on.
Well, that's pretty outstanding. I tell you what, when I get up around level 30 or so, when starch genes actually becomes a thing, I'll be definitely visiting at that point.
Well, we are just happy to help. We're clinic, we're hospital, we're an extra step out. I'm an NPC full time. This is the only build I have. This is the only way I play, and I enjoy it. I love being that NPC for all that. And if you know what, sometimes what you'll see is I'll be in places that an NPC. By the way, no combat perks whatsoever, none at all. I can't shoot worth nothing. I can't hurt worth nothing. My weapons are really just there to keep me good here in the forest. But once I leave the forest, I'm in a bit of trouble. And if you find me out there, you can pop on over to me and be like, Doc, I'll need saving half the time. As an NPC, I think it's part of my job to need saving every once in a while. So, and then we do host community events. We have one where I get captured by raiders, and then heroes got to save me. Because it's just a standard NPC role that you have in video games. So I figure since this game don't got none, I might as well be one.
Hey, you know the fact that you can take the role to that extent is pretty darn cool. So it's good on you.
It just makes me happy to make other people's days and let them have fun. Because it's fun to me. That's who I am, and that's the core of it all. So.
Well, very good. I look forward to seeing you around the realms, and I'm going to need to boogie after work here soon, but very nice to meet you, sir.
Hey, stay safe out there.
I will try. I will try. All right. Thank you again.
Yeah.
And so long to the other folks. Didn't get to talk to you much, but good to meet you.
Oh, hey, I just wanted to say, man, like, I know I didn't speak much. It's crazy that I ran into you twice. It was completely by chance, but, like, yeah, I really appreciate what you're doing. Like, seriously, you are someone that keeps this game around in the community. I have never seen anything like this. The other day, I actually came across a person that made, like, a vending camp like this, but it was nothing to the extent that I've seen. Like, you're always, like, in the character and stuff. It's awesome. I really do appreciate this, seriously. It's awesome.
It's just important to us to see this game play, because Bethesda gave us something, and a lot of people didn't get it. They didn't understand it because they wanted to be Fallout 4. They wanted to be Fallout New Vegas. It's not that. It's something different and something bigger, I feel.
Yeah.
We have the opportunity to build our own game. That's the tools they gave us. We don't need the mods to do it. It's all in there. We can create our own events. There's fight club groups. There's farmers markets. There's all types of community events. You just gotta look for them out there. And when you do, you just get exposed to so much more game than you ever thought there could be.
Yeah. I feel like, yeah, if people see, if people on the outside see this, you know, what's going on, and I feel like it'll open people's eyes, because people played the game, they trashed on it, and then they moved on, you know.
Well, and the sad thing is, the only thing that these internet magazines and all that make stories about is people making death boxes and kill camps, and not about how the community makes events. We have, you know, all these different events that different community leaders come up with. You know, I myself, I'm planning a fair, like a whole country fair. I have event, like I said, I have the event where I get captured by raiders that I designed, and we do that with different factions throughout different weeks. You know, it just lets the player base play together, and be more.
That's
than
awesome.
Just what the base game is.
I know, yeah.
We made it. I think that's the better, because the whole tagline was that we rebuild America, wasn't it? That was what it was. That we rebuild America, and the way we do it is by us rebuilding what the game can be.
Exactly.
And no one ever focuses on that. They want to focus on the negative, because negative makes views.
Exactly, exactly. I completely agree. And even to this day, even though the game is getting support by the parade and the events and everything, it's still getting negative attention. But I'm glad to see this. Like, I came across you twice. I couldn't believe it. So I'm gonna add you. But like, yeah, I'm so glad, definitely, that I could hopefully in the future be a part of it too. I'll definitely be donating and everything. Since I'm an end game character, I have nothing else to do. But I could spare a lot of stuff.
A lot of our players are a lot of the people that work for us are. So, if you ever find yourself, one of the things is we farm, but I farm fun. I run adventures as we farm. So it's not just let's walk and collect stuff. I put myself in dangerous situations so that people gotta save me.
Yeah.
I think that's the perfect, like, I am a very curious person naturally. So it kind of runs into the character, and I'll go into holes I shouldn't go into, or explore areas I probably shouldn't check out, and get myself into a little bit of danger.
Yeah.
But that makes it all fun for everyone.
That definitely, yeah. You're an NPC. You're what the game needs. People say, when the game first came out, screw Fallout 76. It doesn't have NPCs. We need it. We need it. And even now that they announced, the whole Wastelanders potential, like that DLC, they say, oh, finally, maybe NPCs can finally come. But like, you're a prime example. You are the NPC. We make our own adventures in this game, and you're a great example.
Every single one of us is an NPC to the next player. That's the thing. So there are NPCs. It's just each of us are it, and we just need to keep and embrace that ideology. The idea that each of us is to the next player down that NPC. Whether you're their companion, or you're a merchant, or you're just some random guy they meet along the road, you are an NPC. We all are. We just have to build this world together.
I completely agree with you. I couldn't have put it any better, man. Seriously, I really appreciate what you're doing. For the wasteland of Appalachia. So yeah, I'm gonna add you right now. Awesome.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
I'm not in my blues. There we go. Now I'll be alright.
There you go.
I got that. I got this darn suit hotkeyed.
Yeah, that's awesome.
It's not like I need to hotkey weapons.
Yep. That's awesome. So do you take like junk too? Like I don't know. I'm sure that would weigh you down a lot. So.
Plastics? No. I have everyone. Okay, so because I don't have combat perks.
Okay.
That lets me devote my perks to other things. So every one of my perks is devoted to helping someone else or being able to carry things.
Okay.
So the idea is if I drop all my carry weight perks, I'm probably about 6,000 pounds worth of stuff on me.
Okay. Nice.
So yeah, we can take junk. We find ways to use it, whether it be because serums take a lot of weird ingredients, and even if it's something we don't use on a normal basis, we'll find a place within the community that it will benefit.
Okay.
That's the beautiful part of it. Because because I've become a bit of a community leader when it comes to vendors and when it comes to factions. Like factions invite me to their council meetings. Factions will invite me to treaties, even though I'm not a faction affiliated. But I think it's just because they understand that because I'm not a faction affiliated, but because I do so much within the community, that I'm going to be that completely unbiased opinion on what's going to be best for the people in general.
Yeah.
At least that's how I view it. I don't know. I'm just another player that loves playing the game as an NPC.
Yeah, definitely.
But you know, it's we will find a place for it. Don't you ever worry about that. It won't end up in a bag on the street. It will end up in somebody in some new business.
Yeah.
Or it'll end up in somebody's camp that got grieved. Or it'll end up somewhere here in Appalachia to help everybody out.
Help those in need and just everyone in general. Yeah, that's awesome. See, like lately I've been giving, you know, I just get overweight with so many things. I don't have anything to give at this moment. I will in the future since now that you're added and everything. But yeah, I've always just been giving things away. Yeah.
That's how it is. We don't expect donations every time someone walks in. It's about giving what you can when you can. I'll
definitely be doing it though. You know, I usually, if I'm over encumbered by different things or have to clear out my stash, I would just leave it on the floor and hope maybe someone would find it or whatever. But now I actually have a place to give it to. So this is definitely great, a great thing to do. You know,
it's funny. So many people rally behind us so much that I swear on some days I should just put a Goodwill sign on the side of the building. for people to drop off donations. It's very rewarding to me because it lets me know that what I've been doing for the last 4 months has not been in vain.
No, yeah, definitely.
It has been, well, now I guess it's almost 5 months, right? 5 months the game?
Yeah.
My gosh. You know, but it means that I'm doing something that people like. I'm not just playing another character. I'm playing something special to people. And that means a lot, I guess, because I love helping people. I don't do it for fame. I don't do it for notoriety. I do it because I love it. But what that means is that people notice what I'm doing. And the beautiful part is when people notice what you're doing, goodness is contagious. So people want to do it more. People want to continue paying forward. And that's the beauty of it all. That's how we do this. Heart by heart, mind by mind, we can heal America.
Definitely, yeah. I'm totally behind it. I mean, like I said, you are definitely one of the reasons. This whole operation is one of the reasons why this game keeps going. You know, this is definitely something that would bring people back, and I'm sure it does. You know what I mean? It needs to be shared around way more.
The girl Alice, she got banned back in December. She had to make a whole new. She's been gone for months. She just came back, opened up a new account. That's why she was freaking out because she hadn't seen me since then. And she loved the clinic, and that was when this clinic was maybe like 3 rooms. It wasn't much. But you know, we've grown tremendously. I started out with just a little lab here in this spot. I built a lab where I started making my healing salves. Yeah. And then the lab expanded to I bought tents, so I built a field hospital, and we had a field hospital here, 3 tents and 6 beds of a field hospital. Nice. And then I built a small building. And then that building grew from a little pharmacy to a whole health clinic.
And now you get a big operation. One day, if that budget
increases, one day it'll be a hospital.
Yeah, definitely.
If that budget ever increases and I can build a 2nd floor, I already have the plans laid out and designed. I've already sat down and checked out how the budget would take it, and it would be amazing.
Yeah. That's definitely awesome. Like I said, I support it completely because the things that I've noticed that keep the community alive, I mean, how many times could you really farm the Queen and farm, White Springs Nuked? I mean, definitely things like this that you're doing right here, it keeps it alive. And what I've been doing for a long time is on the Market 76, like just trading different weapons and stuff. I mean, things like that. This keeps the community around, and a lot of people don't know about it, and I feel like it deserves way more exposure,
I was actually talking with my associate today about getting together with a lot of merchants, because it's a lot of caps come in and out of here. A lot of caps. And I was thinking that I should maybe talk with a bunch of other merchants that really deal in a lot of things, and like, what if we build an in-game stock market?
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be insane? Because I'm about to have to open up a whole second account just for a bank. Because of all the just for my employees, because they're running out of caps on their mules, and so just to open up a whole bank in one whole, have all five character slots be a bank.
Yeah. I agree. I can't believe I ran into you for a second time. It's pretty awesome. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna stick around, and I'm glad that I was able to meet you and stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah.
We're happy to meet every single one of you.
Yeah.
We're happy that if we can inspire y'all, or just give you a little bit more drive. That's it. That's the point. Let's keep this game going, because it has so much potential that we haven't even dug into yet. There's so many little this and little that's and little eccentricities of the game that people just are now finding out after all these months. Like, I've been exploring this forest for months and months and months and months and months, and there are still things that I find every day that I'm like, I never noticed that.
Yeah.
Or, man, there's little stories all throughout you just gotta read the story through this. The storytelling is very visual.
Yeah.
And so you can find stories in every little scene where somebody's, you see dead bodies laying on the ground. Well, there's a story behind it, and there's always a little story, and I love it.
Definitely.
The people that played the game when it first came out, they wanted to play it solo, and they didn't want a team, and they didn't want to play for long, and they thought that was all you got out of it.
Yeah.
But it's not. It is not Fallout 4. It's not Fallout New Vegas.
It's not a solo game.
You cannot beat it in 40 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you're meant to explore with your friends, You're not meant to just go through the world once and that's it.
Yep, exactly. And I have, like I said, I walk through this forest every day, and every day I find something new.
Yeah.
So, but
I agree.
I'm guessing you need to go, and I have a lot of mentats to get to.
I do.
Oh,
All
look,
right.
there's my secretary. You just got in here.
Perfect timing.
House?
All right, well, it was definitely really nice meeting you. I'm going to head out, but yeah, it was great, and I'll definitely show up and give you some things to, donate and help the cause, definitely. So it's been awesome.
Thank you.
All right.
Hey, stay safe out there.
Yeah, you too. All right. Have a great day. Now, just as some final words to, wrap this all up. I know the video has been going on for a really long time, and hopefully a lot of you have stuck around. But just to wrap this all up, I really hope that if you guys are playing on the PlayStation 4, platform, if you guys want to get involved in this community that's going on with the whole trading hub, of Dr. CJ Martin's clinic, and, you could even talk to him and, reach out to the other communities that are going on over there. He said there's a bunch of other factions and whatnot. There are bars starting up and a lot of other things going on. And if you guys want me to touch on a lot of those other things, I can maybe get in contact with the doctor and maybe interview some of the other factions that are, around, so that you guys can get some more insight on the world. But either way, like I said, if you want to add him, go ahead and do that. Check out his Facebook group that he has, and yeah, get involved. Please share this video around so we can give him some more exposure and give the world more exposure on Fallout 76 as a whole, just to show that the community is still there, and it's thriving in a way that it's pretty nice, honestly. I feel like once people start to see this, there will be more support for it, definitely. So once again, guys, thank you so much for watching. Get involved if you want to in this community, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.